For millions, the holiday season isn't complete without Home Alone and its unforgettable duo, the Wet Bandits. Daniel Stern's Marv Murchins, with his perfect comedic timing and iconic scream, became a holiday staple. His physical comedy, especially the tarantula scene, is etched in pop culture. Alongside Joe Pesci's Harry, Stern helped make Home Alone a timeless classic, rewatched every year. For many, Stern's face is forever linked to laughter, nostalgia, and the magic of family traditions. He's more than an actor. He's part of the holiday fabric for generations. Recently, a wave of unexpected news swept through the entertainment world, sending shockwaves across social media and news outlets alike. The story at the center of this storm involved none other than Daniel Stern, a figure long admired for his comedic roles and down-to-earth persona. For years, Stern had been celebrated as a staple of family entertainment, his name synonymous with laughter and warmth. But now, headlines blared with a very different narrative, one that threatened to overshadow decades of goodwill and fond memories. The news cast a heavy shadow over Stern's wholesome image, leaving fans and industry insiders alike stunned and searching for answers. The contrast between the man they thought they knew and the allegations now surfacing was stark, and the sense of disbelief was palpable. In December 2025, the quiet town of Camarillo, California, became the unlikely backdrop for this unfolding drama. According to reports, Stern was cited by Ventura County authorities for allegedly soliciting a prostitute at a local hotel. The incident, which took place late at night, quickly became the talk of the town and soon, the nation. Importantly, Stern was not arrested at the scene. Instead, he was issued a citation, a legal document requiring him to appear in court at a later date. This distinction, while significant in legal terms, did little to quell the public's curiosity or concern. The paperwork, stark and official, marked the beginning of a legal process that would play out in the public eye. The timing of the incident only added to the shock. Occurring just days before Christmas, a season typically associated with joy and togetherness, the news felt especially jarring. Fans, many of whom had grown up watching Stern and holiday classics, found themselves grappling with disbelief as they read the headlines on their phones and in the morning papers. For Stern, who has always valued his privacy and maintained a life largely out of the Hollywood spotlight, the sudden media attention was overwhelming. He has not commented publicly on the allegations, choosing instead to keep a low profile as the legal process unfolds. Paparazzi and reporters have tried to catch a glimpse of him, but Stern has remained elusive, walking quietly through his neighborhood and avoiding the glare of cameras. Legal experts note that in situations like this, it's common for attorneys to advise their clients to remain silent until all facts are presented in court. This strategy, while prudent from a legal standpoint, often leaves the public with more questions than answers. As speculation swirls, Stern's legal team is no doubt working diligently behind the scenes, preparing for what could be a lengthy and complex case. The incident stands in stark contrast to Stern's long-standing reputation as a family-friendly entertainer. For decades, he has been a familiar face in living rooms across America, his performances bringing joy to audiences of all ages. Now, that image is being tested in the court of public opinion, as fans struggle to reconcile the beloved actor with the man at the center of this controversy. As the story continues to unfold, the public is left to grapple with difficult questions about fame, privacy, and the complexities of human nature. For now, the world waits, hoping for clarity, and perhaps a resolution that will allow everyone to move forward. To truly understand Stern's situation, it's important to first take a step back and look at the broader legal landscape in California. The state has a complex legal system, with laws that are often more nuanced than they appear at first glance. When someone is cited for a crime, it's not just a matter of paying a fine or appearing in court. There are layers of legal processes, rights, and potential consequences that come into play. California law, in particular, is known for its detailed statutes and strict enforcement, especially when it comes to offenses related to public order and safety. Understanding these laws is crucial for anyone facing legal trouble, as even minor offenses can have lasting impacts on a person's record and reputation. In Stern's case, the charge is soliciting a prostitute. Under California law, this is classified as a misdemeanor. While a misdemeanor is less severe than a felony, it's still a criminal offense that carries significant consequences. The law is designed to discourage this behavior, but it also provides avenues for rehabilitation and second chances, especially for first-time offenders. The penalties for a misdemeanor like this can include up to 6 months in county jail, a fine of up to $1,000 or both. However, the actual sentence can vary widely, depending on the circumstances of the case, the defendant's prior record, and the judge's discretion. Sometimes the court may impose additional requirements, such as mandatory counseling or educational programs. For many first-time offenders, the court often opts for alternatives to jail time, such as probation or community service. These alternatives are intended to help individuals learn from their mistakes without the long-term consequences of incarceration. Probation may include regular check-ins with a probation officer, while community service involves giving back to the community in a meaningful way. After receiving a citation, Stern is required to appear in court for an arraignment. This is a formal hearing where the charges are read, and he'll have the opportunity to enter a plea, guilty, not guilty, or no contest. The arraignment is a critical step, as it sets the stage for the rest of the legal process, including any negotiations or potential plea deals. The legal process can be lengthy, sometimes taking several months to resolve. During this time, Stern is presumed innocent until proven guilty, a fundamental principle of the American justice system. Both the prosecution and defense will have opportunities to present evidence, call witnesses, and make their case before a judge or jury. It's important to remember that a citation is not the same as a conviction. It's simply an allegation, a formal accusation that must be proven in court. Until the legal process is complete, Stern's guilt or innocence remains undetermined, and he has the right to defend himself against the charges. Ultimately, the outcome of Stern's case will depend on the evidence presented, the arguments made by both sides, and the decisions of the court. The legal journey ahead is uncertain, but it will be shaped by California's laws, the facts of the case, and the protections guaranteed to every individual under the justice system. Amidst a flurry of headlines dominated by legal drama and courtroom intrigue, an unexpected story quietly began to unfold, one that had nothing to do with lawsuits or controversy, but instead with creativity and nostalgia. While the world's attention was fixed on the latest developments in the legal saga, another narrative was taking shape, offering a refreshing contrast to the tension and uncertainty of the news cycle. This story, rooted in art and memory, would soon capture the imagination of fans and art lovers alike. Daniel Stern, best known to millions as the bumbling burglar Marv from the beloved holiday classic Home Alone, has spent recent years reinventing himself as a talented sculptor. His journey from Hollywood actor to accomplished artist is a testament to his creative spirit and willingness to embrace new challenges. So, when the new owners of the iconic Home Alone house in Winnetka, Illinois, reached out to him with a unique request, Stern was both surprised and honored. They wanted him to create a sculpture that would pay tribute to his unforgettable character and the film's enduring legacy. The commission was more than just a job. It was a chance to revisit a role that had brought laughter to generations, and to do so through a completely different medium. Stern met with the homeowners, sharing ideas and sketching out concepts that would capture the mischievous charm of Marv. Together, they pored over old photos and movie stills, searching for the perfect way to immortalize the character in bronze and clay. For Stern, the process was both nostalgic and invigorating, blending his memories as an actor with his skills as a sculptor. This project became a bridge between two chapters of Stern's life. On one hand, it allowed him to reconnect with the world of film and the fans who still cherish his performance. On the other, it gave him the opportunity to express himself as an artist, using his hands and imagination to create something entirely new. The studio, once a place for rehearsing lines and perfecting comedic timing, was now filled with the sounds of sculpting tools and the quiet focus of artistic creation. For Stern, this commission was deeply personal. It wasn't just about honoring a character, but about celebrating the journey that had brought him from the movie set to the artist's studio. Each detail he shaped in clay was a reflection of his passion for storytelling, whether through laughter on screen or through the tactile language of sculpture. The project became a meditation on creativity, legacy, and the ways in which our past can inspire new forms of expression. The timing of the commission was serendipitous, arriving just as the world was revisiting the Home Alone story in light of recent news. It served as a poignant reminder of Stern's lasting connection to the film and its place in popular culture. For fans, the sculpture would become a new piece of memorabilia, a tangible link to the magic of the movie and the man who helped bring it to life. In the end, Returning to the Home Alone house was more than a nostalgic visit. It was a full-circle moment for Daniel Stern, coming back not as Marv, the character who once tried to outwit Kevin McAllister, but as the artist who could now honor that legacy in his own unique way. The unveiling of the sculpture marked a celebration of creativity, memory, and the enduring power of art to connect us to our favorite stories. The sculpture will immortalize Marv's legendary scream, tarantula and all. Stern revealed it's his first self-portrait, joking he made himself look handsomer in bronze. The choice of bronze gives the scene a sense of permanence and celebration. This piece will be a centerpiece at the Home Alone house, delighting fans for years. It's a creative blend of Stern's acting legacy and his sculpting talent. For fans, it's a heartwarming tribute crafted by the man who made Marv unforgettable. Stern has long stepped back from Hollywood, choosing a quieter life on a Ventura ranch. He's traded scripts for sculpting, dedicating himself to art and family. His days are now spent in the studio, shaping clay and bronze instead of characters. Stern's public art pieces dot Southern California, reflecting his creative evolution. This peaceful chapter makes his recent legal trouble all the more surprising. He's built a life focused on art and community, far from celebrity scandals. The incident is a sharp contrast to the calm, creative existence he's cultivated. Stern's love for sculpting predates his fame. He's honed his craft for decades, mastering the demanding lost wax bronze process. His sculptures, often of the human form, capture movement and emotion. Stern's work appears in public spaces across Southern California, earning art world respect. Sculpting offers him a new way to tell stories, this time in metal and form. His art reveals a contemplative side, distinct from his comedic roles. It's a testament to his versatility and lifelong need for creative expression. Stern's second act as an artist is as rich and meaningful as his first. Stern's legal troubles present a challenge for both his image and his fans. Reconciling the beloved Marv with real-life controversy isn't easy. Public perception can shift quickly, especially for family-friendly stars. How Stern responds will shape his legacy moving forward. Mistakes don't define a person. How they respond does. This moment could become a turning point for reflection and growth. The incident is just one chapter in a long, multifaceted life. It's a reminder that even icons are human, facing struggles and change. Despite recent events, Stern's legacy as Marv is secure. Home Alone remains a holiday tradition, with Stern's antics bringing joy year after year. His work is woven into the fabric of countless family memories. Beyond Marv, Stern is a dedicated artist and storyteller in bronze. Life is complex, but his positive impact endures. The new sculpture at the Home Alone house will stand as a tribute to his legacy. We can hope Stern navigates his challenges with grace, and that his joyful contributions continue to be celebrated.